Okay, back to the power supply, 50 amp power supply from eBay. We tried it on the 3-pill and it worked really well. Now we're going to try one power supply on the 5-pill and see what this thing is going to do and how it will work. So I'm going to key it, and I'm not going to crank it all the way. I'm not going to hard key it. I'm going to let it swing, but let's see what the thing does. Going to be using that same radio, the old Cobra 29, modified by 711. And actually, he built that box too. A long time ago. We changed it to HGs, but it still works really well. But I'm going to key it down. Let's see. Hello radio. Hello radio. On the dozy. Oh, there we go. I got to move my camera up like that. Hello, on the dozy, swinging up to like audio 600-700. And that is on peak on the 2,000 watt scale. Key in 200, swinging about 6-7. See, it's drawing way down. Drawing way down. It's running it, but it's definitely not doing what it can do. It'd be a lot of strain on this power supply to keep running it like that. And if I turn it up, I think the volts will just drop way down. It won't be efficient. It'll talk a little bit. If you keep it on the swing side, if you key it like 100 watts or something, let's see. Let me check this out. Turn this drive down a little bit. Hello radio. Hello radio. Hello radio. You can probably sit there and talk like that. You know what I mean? Probably it'll work like that. Drop it down to 13 volts, something like that. Hello radio. 111111111. Hello 1111111. Hello. It'll talk like that. Probably be okay like that if you wanted to just. If you didn't have two. Hello 1111111. It's working. Hello radio test 1 2. Hello around the world 22 Illinois at a mail. If I'm on channel 28, actually on the antenna. But anyways, if you just wanted to talk on it and you didn't have any other power supply, you can do it on the swing side. It's not going to do all the watts. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add another one onto there and see what kind of watts it does when I add another power supply and see how it holds the volts up and see how it works. So I'm going to go add another power supply. We'll come back to try that. Okay, so I got it hooked up. But before I hook up the suppository and the negatory to the one on the bottom, the one on the bottom is the one I originally had running. I jumped the power across the 110 to there. Now I got the positive and negative. I want to run to there to run them both at the same time. But I got to check the voltage, make sure the voltage is the same, the output's the same. With two, it's okay. You run any more than that, you might have to do something with balancing with some resistors and stuff. But let's see what we got. So on this top power supply right here, the one I just hooked up, we want to set that the same as the bottom one. So let's set this one first. Let's crank it all the way up. What do you say? 15.3. Okay. Now let's take it off of here and put it down yonder here. And we'll check the bottom one. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I have the positive hooked up. Let's see if I can get the negative right to the case. What do you think? Okay, so this, lots of wires. So the bottom's a 12.9. No, can't have. It's got to be 15.3. So let's dial that one up. Why is it only showing 12.9? Why? It might be the way I got to hook this right to the ground on the board. Yes. You can't ground it to the case because the board is separated from the case. So, okay. Whew, that's good. That wasn't a problem. So, we were at 15.3, right? So we're at 15.4. Let's just crank it back a little bit. So now they're both 15.3. Okay, now I'm going to hook up the suppository and the negative to that one, and they'll both be running at one time, and then we'll see what the 5-pill does with that. Okay, let me do that. Okay, I got the positive and negative hooked up. Positive to positive, negative to negative, power to power, including the ground, so neutral, hot, ground, negative for the 12 volt, positive for the 12 volt, leads for the voltmeter. We're at 15.3 volts with 2 power supplies for this 5-pill. So let's see what this will do. We know what it did before. Let's see. We'll turn that on. The light's out and the fan's burnt. So good luck knowing that's on. But that's just something I'm here to fix anyway. So let's take this little microphone. Much better. See what it does for watts now. Much better. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. That's full bore right there. And let's see what it does here. Beautiful. With 2 power supplies, it'll run all day full bore. That's on peak. Let's go to RMS just for the heck of it. Look at that cotton picker go, man. Look at that swing. Beautiful, man. These 2 power supplies run the 5-pill perfectly. So we know no more than 3 pills per 50 amp power supply. And hello radio, hello radio, hello radio. Hello radio, hello radio, hello radio. Volts are holding up beautifully. How if I kick it up a little bit, like dead key it harder? Let me do this. Okay. It's showing audio. That is showing 600 dead key RMS. So put it on peak, see if we get anything out of it. Hello, 111. Hello, 111. Let's check the voltage. You can hear it slowing down the fans. Good Lord, that computer's still working. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. It's handling it. If you want a hard key like that, I like to have more swing. You gotta have more swing on that thing, because that's just the way we like it. A little more than that, huh? Well, hello, radio. Look at the swing in my thing. Maybe get 28 on the band and get an audio check. Hello, radio. Hello, radio. Hello, radio. Hello, radio. Hello, radio. Hello, radio. This is the box that's on right now. 5-pill. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Thing's doing some serious watts, and it's holding it up, no problem. Okay, I'm going to give a 28 a call. See if you can give me an audio check over the air. What do you think? I'll be back. Okay, so I'm going to get an audio check from 28 on the other side. See how this thing's cranking. Okay, I'm running a barefoot radio right there. And my Cobra 29 LTD, the 711 built. It says about 10, 11 bird, man. I gotta check the peak on it. And I'm running the 5-pill. This 5-pill has C's in it. You know that, right? I'm gonna try to expand this. Yeah, so it seems to be running pretty good, actually. I gotta put a fan on it. Let's see what I can do here. Okay, so I got 2 power supplies on here right now at 15.3 volts. I ran it with one. It didn't do great. It ran it, but not full bore. So now I'm going to turn this amp on, and you tell me if you see a little difference. What do you think, Mike? Okay, let's turn this thing out. Anybody hear me singing my song? What do you think about that thing right there? That got bigger swinging, man. This thing's doing some watts too. This is just power supplies, no batteries, no cap bank, just two power supplies from eBay. Hello. Hooked in the back over here. Let me turn this thing off. There we're barefooting. That's my barefoot radio. Now my eBay, powered 5-pill. Bam, right there. I just want to know, is this worldwide 5-pill working? 22 with this no talking. No talking. 711 built 22 modified 5-pill got down, and I'm gone now. Bye-bye.
So you're saying you had to double up those power supplies? We wanted to see if that 150 amp power supply was going to run that 5-pill, wouldn't cut it, huh?
No, it runs it, but won't run it full bore. It's stressing.
410, yeah, that big C-box needs more than 50 amps, that's for sure. That's crazy. That thing needs about 100 amps, huh?
It needs 80 to 100 amps, yeah.
Slamming over there, sounding good.
Awesome.
Yeah, that 5-pill has C pills in it. Yeah, 10-4. Or 10.
Anybody hear me singing my song? What do you think about that thing right there? I got a bigger swinging, man. This thing is doing some watts too. This is just power supplies, no batteries, no cap bank, just two power supplies from eBay. Ew. Hooked in the back over here. Let me turn this thing off. There was barefooting. That's my barefoot radio. Now my eBay, powered 5-pill. Bam, right there. I just want to know, is this worldwide 5-pill working? 22 with this no talking. No talking. 711 built 22 modified 5-pill got down, and I'm gone now. Bye-bye.
So you're saying you had to double up those power supplies? We wanted to see if that 150 amp power supply was going to run that 5-pill. Wouldn't cut it, huh?
No, it runs it, but won't squat full bore. It's stressing.
410. Yeah, that big C box needs more than 50 amps. That's for sure. That's crazy. That thing needs like about 100 amps, huh?
It needs 80 to 100 amps, yeah.
410. Well, it's smoking. Real loud, slamming over here, sounding good.
1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me put some swing in my thing. Oh, Lord. That's got to be crazy right there. I got nothing but swing in my thing. How do you make it on the swing side? The front with the big red numbers got down. And I'm gone now. Bye, bye, bye.
Okay, so the conclusion is, yeah, these two power supplies runs that 5 pill full bore. It works really good. And I want to tell you something. That is super cheap to have that kind of power supply, that kind of power from a power supply to run a 5 pill. Super cheap. You buy yourself any major brand power supply that does 100 amps, you're paying big bucks. These things are like $37 a piece, man. And you see how I did it? I just strung them together. I set them both at 15.3. You can set them whatever you want. Set them at 14, set them at 12, I don't care. I set them at 15.3. When I key it really hard at 500, and it's still swinging forward and screaming, it's at 14.2 volts, man. It holds it all day. So right now I'm happy with them. You know, if I change my mind, I'll let you know. If I'm using them, if they blow up on me, if they can't handle it. But it seems like they're doing pretty good. The fans work. You know, when you pound on them, they get a little warm, I guess. But that's why you have fans. I shouldn't stack them that way, so you can get the fans sore. But yeah, I'm running this 5 pill with these two power supplies from eBay. Very happy. Till next time. Bye, bye, bye.